Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're Jameson with Games. Happy Saturday, folks. Okay. Brave new world, because I've done the thing I said I would do. I've set myself up in a comfortable chair, in the colorful armchair that's always in the background while I'm playing games. But it occurred to me, like, why am I... BJ! Yeah, it occurred to me last week. Only took me 5 years of streaming to get to this thought of why relax those labor laws. Let the children get back in the mines where their tiny little hands can do the fine detail work that they crave. Or I guess the advantage of children in mines is probably not about their tiny hands, but about their tiny bodies. At any rate, you shouldn't force children into slave labor. Just going to take a strong political stance on that. Okay, here we are. It's Saturday. Last week, I said, why do I always play console games seated at my computer in forward posture in a computer chair when I have this nice armchair behind me that I don't really get as much use out of as I did before I lived in this place and it was in my room here. So, yeah. Let's see how it goes. This is a first attempt at a different setup. I might have to stand up repeatedly to mess around with things, but hopefully not. We're playing Earthbound. But hold on. Let me glance at something in the Nintendo news. Right. I completely forgot about this forthcoming Yoshi and the Mysterious Book game. I look forward to it. Even if the more modern Yoshi's story or Yoshi's Adventure type games are a little less challenging a lot of the time than the older ones, I still enjoy them. I also really enjoyed Kirby's Epic Yarn, which is similarly a cute platformer that is not even trying a little bit to be challenging. Okay, let's get started. I've been playing Hexen lately, a game that I don't think I ever played. I know I tried Heretic as a young person. I don't think I had ever played the other one, Hexen. It's good. Some of the level design, because Heretic is like a straight fantasy Doom. It's just like a series of levels. For Hexen, they tried to branch out a bit. For one thing, it's a much more melee combat heavy game. For a lot of enemies, particularly the enemies that are melee enemies, I've been taking advantage of the very, very easy timing parry and riposte system, where you get to get one-hit mace kills on dudes, as long as you press that shield button at the moment they begin their attack animation. But the other, one of the other things is that instead of a series of discrete levels, it's a set of 3 or 4, I think 4 total hub worlds that connect to submaps, and that you don't do in a linear order because there's a bit of a find this key in this one to go to this place and unlock this door, which has this switch, which makes this change in this map. And when they execute that well, it's really cool. And when they don't, it really sucks. I was forced in the second hub world to spend more time than I wanted looking at walkthroughs that ultimately were just describing to me, oh, here is the obscure place where you've now revealed a switch. Like, okay, great. But it's fun. It's good enough. We're playing Earthbound, though. So, fast text speed, stereo sound, and then I've been experimenting for the first time in my life, trying out different frame colors, window colors. And this is the last style left to try, because this is our 5th Earthbound session. We're going strawberry flavor, and we're not just going strawberry flavor in the game. Whoa! Next 2 steps for my fancy frames. One is to just polish them a little. get the colors a bit more precise. The next one, I found a good tutorial for how to create a sort of CRT scanline effect in GIMP, graphic image manipulation program. I think is what that means. Figured it out. So I'm going to try to do that. And then the other thing is that right now, all of my different variations are using the same bottom window, but I've discovered that there is actually some subtle difference there. I'm going to start dealing with that today by taking screenshots. Yeah, this one's as good. Wait, it actually, now that I look at this, it seems possible that I'm actually imagining the color being slightly different based on the fact that obviously our backgrounds are different. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. And here we are. Let me know. At a glance, it looks to me like the sound levels on the monitor that I can kind of see on my computer, laptop, far away, are good. Yeah, okay, hold on. The flavors, okay, other people's mileage may vary. I don't want to mix mint with banana, peanut, or strawberry. But like, banana, peanut, and strawberry, 3 flavors that you can really, you can do some combos with those. And then also plain flavor, if we assume it's like yogurt or something. That can be fruitful for tastiness. Okay, here we are. We're in Mr. Saturn Village. We have defeated Master Belch. That's where we are. So the Saturns are happy. We're happy. I believe I'd wrapped up here in Saturn Valley. It's time to head back to Threed. We're going to hear the official Threed music, since previously we've only heard the Nightmare Threed music. Surely this thing just dies. No! Oh, Violent Roach. It's a larger enemy than it appeared at first. Nonetheless, terrible odor. Oh, we took Jeff's offense down? I think we'll be okay, thanks. Stimpitsky, welcome. I promise I will not hit you with a baseball bat until you become tame. That's an Earthbound reference, I should probably clarify. The game that we're playing. But yeah, let me know with this new setup. Am I close enough to the mic? Is my level good? Is the volume good? Are my eye lines weird? How's the lighting? Anything I could do better? No, we're not. We do not kill them. We tame them. The only things you kill in this game are aliens. I guess technically zombies too. When you defeat the zombies, they return to the dust of the earth. Which I guess is sort of killing and sort of not killing. Because they weren't alive. Make me a bit louder. Okay. So the question then becomes, is that best accomplished by getting myself closer to the microphone and adjusting a bit here? Also, I'll give some more thought to how I might modify the arrangement of this room for this purpose, because visually I don't think the door in the empty corner is like, it just doesn't look natural. It doesn't look comfortable because I'm not seated. The chair is not in a natural position in the room right now. But I would have to move a bunch of other. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Did that help with the volume, or is my volume pretty much the same? Is the microphone physically on max? Yes. Two crocodiles obviously are going to be enemies that we have to fight. But since we're just heading to a town where we can stay in an inn, let's fight them by setting them ablaze with psionic energy. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, it's actually nothing much. They're not weak to it anyway. I guess it's their cold blood. They're obviously... I trust Earthbound, because I don't know this for sure, but I trust Earthbound to make reptilian enemies consistently vulnerable to ice. Ness and his friends. 1286 experience. Not bad. Although, let's check. Because we're into the situation now where... Yeah. 3,000 to the next level. 4,000 something. Nice. Is that in addition? Like, did you get the washing machine and bedside table? And then also a tiny bear and a dustpan and brush? Or did you blow the entire bedside table budget on a really fancy dustpan and brush? Ah. But you got stuff. At least you didn't come home empty-handed. Oh, I got an all-timer end of semester student email. End of, not even just semester. Usually like the really great, the emails that really stick with you, of saying nice things and being grateful and whatever, are at the end of the winter term, because that's the end of the full academic year. But the first years in particular. Oh no, Paula. Come on, Ness, act faster than the armored frog. He did. So yeah, a student in an email, a very brief email to me, because he emailed me to inquire about, he was doing the thing I wish students wouldn't do. She was like, hey, could you like round up my final grade arbitrarily just so I can have a better grade? I've tried really hard in the course. I was like, oh, no, because I like this student. And I just, it's frustrating because you got to be like, no, that isn't how it works. But I have no real interest in being a stern authority figure at any time. So I'm frustrated when they force me into a corner where I have to be. But then when I checked into it, it turned out he had just calculated his grade wrong. He had the grade he was asking me to round up to, so I got to send him a happy message where I said, you know, since you're trying to become an engineer, maybe this isn't the best news, but I think it turns out you're just bad at math. Because here's check out the, your row in the final grade spreadsheet. I think this worked out for you. And then, so then he, replied, one challenge. Okay, so this session starts with, I'll order the washing machine online. And then, boom. The only bedside table you can find was... Yeah, that, 15 kilograms is, not an unmanageable weight. But those are not good dimensions to carry around something that heavy. It's kind of like my experience when we first acquired Gloomhaven. I lived in a 9th story apartment, and the elevator was out that day. And the Gloomhaven box was 35 pounds, so, 17 kilograms-ish. Something like that, which is not that heavy, except it's a big box. How are you going to carry it except like this? And then I had to walk up 8 flights of stairs. Oh, the Gloomhaven box? How can it weigh so much? Because fucking full of stuff. But not only does Gloomhaven have a ton of stuff, pieces, cards, which don't weigh much individually, but add up when there's thousands of them. But the big thing is all the different cardboard standees and tokens. Because not only are there a lot of them on pretty firm cardboard, but they don't come pre-punched out. So there's also just all this extra mass Oh, okay. That is interesting, especially at IKEA. What is, yeah. It's made out of higher quality wood than their like flagship shelves. Anyway, Ness's level is now 31. Offense up 2, defense up 1, speed up 1, maximum HP up 2, psych points up 2. And we head on down the road. So this is fun. I'm playing on my giant monitor instead of my small laptop screen, with the monitor just being there for me to glance at for small details that aren't that important. The armored frog makes something spin around, and that causes Ness to lose psychic points. I wonder if there might be a translation issue there. I don't know. Because I know I can't even check. I don't know Japanese. It just feels like it should be like he gets spinny eyes. But maybe I'm just hypnotoad brained here. Paula's level's 27. Offense up 1. Speed up 2. IQ up 1. Luck up 1. Max HP up 1. Psych points up 5. That's pretty good. And she got Psi Shield Sigma. PSI Shield Sigma. Very nice. Relaxing butterfly. There's all kinds of different fast travel options at different spots in Earthbound. But there's no just like core fast travel. And there's also no like different scale world map. So sometimes you just gotta schlep through a bunch of screens you did before. Which I'm fine with. I'll survive. I'm very glad. I'm having a better looking... Yeah, this new setup is working for me. I'll figure out the production aspects of it. Oh. I like the Threed music. I don't think the Threed music is on the level of One-It and Tucson. But I like it. Thank you for bringing peace and happiness back to Threed. Thanks. Peace. Love. I really didn't think those kids could have saved the town. Who would have ever imagined it? You know you're speaking to us, right? Since the leader of the monsters is gone, the ghosts in the tunnel have disappeared. The buses can get through the tunnel now. Wait, hold on. Was I right to give this guy a nerd voice? No, this is a regular guy. Because he doesn't have glasses like a nerd. Since the leader of the monsters is gone, the ghosts in the tunnel have disappeared. The buses can get through the tunnel now. I won't forget you. Won't you come back to Threed sometime? Only if there's a quest later. Alrighty! I like this bridge in the Threed zone. I want to go through the desert and on to the big city. I want to see the city, and I want to smell like the big city. I'm a real urban type of guy. Love smelling like the city. I also identify as an urban type guy. I never finished explaining the funny thing that the student said in his email to me, which is that he said, "It's been a lovely semester, and hopefully I'll get to see more of your flamboyant and intriguing disposition in the future years." Try to approach your teaching technical communications to first-year engineers job with the kind of verve that inspires them to think of you as having a flamboyant and intriguing disposition. Sweet! Wait, what did this little girl say? Thank you! You're heroes! That rocks. Oh, I'm gonna like probably my next time I update my Instagram bio. Well, part of the charm here is this particular student is both no, I can't think of what country he's from, but he's Middle Eastern. So I believe that Arabic is his first language. And then also this student is an eccentric young man in his own right. So the word choice comes from a combination of the speaking in a second language and the being kind of an oddball himself. He's got an intriguing disposition of his own. I don't know if I call him flamboyant. But yeah, that's going to be one of my, I'm going to rotate the joke line in my Instagram bio for my drag career. Jamie Rose _XO. It's Rose now, but you can't do acute accents in an Insta handle, so it doesn't matter. Jamie is JYMEE for anyone who wants to follow. So I'll definitely use something like, I've been told my disposition is flamboyant and intriguing. Finding a lot of stuff that, you know, at one time you might have believed you were going to eat, and it's just like a block of ice now. Our freezer is, anyway, we don't need to get into it. It's not great. I'm enjoying sitting in this chair. I'm studying right now, so I can't play with you. What are they? Oh, getting our picture taken on the way to the circus. Our freezer's tiny. We're still just wasting so much space in it. Ooh. Yeah. Been there. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay. Get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready. Say fuzzy pickles. Fuzzy pickles. Wow. What a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. And away he goes. I had to run all over to escape the zombies. Now I can't remember where my house is. Oh my goodness, another great story. I might have already shared this one, but Rich's young son came home from elementary school and said, today, I can't remember his friend's name, so I'll call his friend Tom. But he said, Tom told me today that he's not a boy or a girl. And Rich, being a good father who wants his son to grow up as a open-minded and open to experience person, said like, yep, absolutely. That's a kind of person that you'll meet sometimes. They're called non-binary. And then his son, Ethan, said, yep, that's what Tom said. Non-binary. I told him I know all about that because that's what your friend James is. And Rich said, hold on, what? What? No, James isn't. No, James is a guy. Like, he's not non-binary. And then Ethan looked at him and said, well, then how come he dresses like a girl sometimes? And Rich said, well, that's just a thing that he likes to do. And Ethan said, well, then what's the difference? And then Rich said, I think this is one of those things you'll learn as you grow up and get to know more people. And because Ethan is a bright young kid, he was like, that makes sense. Zombies and ghosts are not on the loose anymore. Oh yeah, you guys got rid of the monsters. Oops. There are only two kinds of people, A and not A. I thought there was something more to you than just your smile. Thanks, Grandma. What an odd little house. Just a living room with no television. Or furniture besides 2 couches. No one is here now. I heard there's a guy who's digging for buried treasure in Dusty Dunes Desert. Share of that treasure would be nice. Well, if you're not gonna go help him, why do you think you deserve a share? Okay. I guess before leaving Threed, should check the inventory situation. Ness, of course, is fully loaded down. I don't think Ness needs to be holding the bomb items. Paula's fully loaded down. We don't need the jar of fly honey anymore. We don't need the backstage pass. I don't think we need the bad key machine. That's 3 items. Let's give Ness's sister a call. Not to catch up, because Ness's sister Tracy works for Escargot Express. A girl in Fourside called me. There's a really popular band there now. I think they're called the Runaway Fire? You've never heard of the Runaway 5, dipshit? I came from Fourside by bus. Buffalo? Oh yeah, I saw lots. It's awesome. I don't get that joke. Hello, this is Escargot Express. Oh, is that you, Ness? Big bro! It's me, Tracy. I'm working part-time for Escargot Express. What can I do for you? Picking up items. You want us to store something for you? We'll send someone over there immediately to pick it up. Click. I guess she probably doesn't say click. Actually, it's entirely possible in the Earthbound universe that these folks are saying click as they hang up the phone. Hello, this is Escargot Express. Your delivery charge is $18. You can cover the bill, right? Yes. What do you want me to take? I can take up to 3 things. That's a really interesting pricing scheme when you think about it. You could really exploit that since they're not going by weight or dimension at all. Or you can get screwed. Like in theory, we could just stick the backstage pass to the jar of fly honey. We gotta pay for them separately. I saw someone point out, I found a discussion online of people complaining, you know, the hardest part of the game is like Peaceful Rest Valley through to the Happy Cult before you have Paula. And the part of the problem is that Ness, like, you don't want to lean on your... You don't want to lean on your healing psychic abilities too much, because you want to both save the healing ability for boss fights, but you also want to save everything else for you want to have a lot in the tank. So then you need to rely on healing items. But you only have 1 character. Your inventory is small. I'm so glad you wiped out the zombies. Let me give you a kiss. I'm blushing. Ma'am, I am 7 years old. Finally, we can again breathe deep the outside air now that the zombies are gone. The outdoors is so refreshing. From the bus stop at the hotel all the way to Fourside is how much? Do you remember? Is this another living? Okay, so this is more realistic. This is like a bachelor house. Although, like, this person has to eat out every single day, which is not optimal. We're gonna rifle through that trash, find something we don't want. Burp. Oops. Oh, now I'll get Belch for a nickname. Oh, crud. I mean, we're leaving town, ma'am. Don't worry. We're not going to spread this nickname around. Digging around in the trash can. Let's see here. Skip sandwich. The skip sandwich can be, doesn't heal much. But also the speed doesn't last that long. It's not a big deal. After the buses started running again, I decided to come see my boyfriend. Really shouldn't have, though. We got a whole story right here. Whoa, dude! Like, my old girlfriend from Tucson hunted me down, man. Totally bummed. Because I have another girlfriend here in Threed. Check him out. I think he's the bee's knee. I mean, way cool. He used to be in a band. Madam, his other girlfriend is like right here. That doesn't bother you? The bakery is next door. It didn't play the thump 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 knocking sound effect. Don't need to buy anything in the bakery, but see if there's any NPC dialogue to enjoy. Then we'll head to the hotel and hit the road to Threed. Not Threed. We're in Threed. Hit the road to Fourside. However, here we are. We're at the bus stop. I'm sure I could figure out when I get back which one is the to the desert bus and which is the to Tucson bus. Worst case scenario, we just take a bunch of bus rides. I'm going to run to the washroom. Take a quick intermission. So hang tight, gang, and I'll be right back with you. And we're back. Okay. Yes. When I was putting down my controller to get up, I pressed the L button, which automatically triggers talk to or check as relevant. But I was talking to nothing. Okay. My gut tells me this is the one that is visually to the right. Oh, by the way, bought Danielle a fancy nail kit. So she did my nails. They're looking like shit now. They're like coming apart, but they lasted a long time. It's been over a week and a half. Might be 2 weeks. Meanwhile, I'm as mustached as I've been in like a year, which is cool. Simply because full month of April without any drag. But my next performance is 6 days, so enjoy this mustache weekend, everybody. Let's check the bus schedule. Looks like the next bus will come pretty soon. The gray hand bus. My mustache, like, literally all of my drag sisters, the four girls in the house, all grow facial hair much faster than me. My mustache takes time to, and there's like a bad in between period between stubble and like it's there. So I've had to do mustache grooming for the first time in a year. This bus goes to Fourside. Can't let you on if you don't pay $6 for the fare. You want to go? Yeah, these small children are carrying $714 in cash. So yes. It's only $2 a pop. That's a really generous intercity bus. Oh, we didn't talk to that Wilford Brimley looking old man. Bus music, excellent. One thing about this chair is that, like, it's kind of a like sit back chair. Like the back is not close to upright. So I feel goofy if I'm not at least in mildly forward posture, but I gotta be careful because I'm 41 years old. Man, it's bumper to bumper. My job is to drive, so I can't get off the bus. It's up to you if you want to get off the bus, walk around in the desert. Man, it's free country. I assume there were other people on the bus and none of them chose to go. We get the sweating animation. We're going to be meeting a new... Yeah, most likely. I feel sorry for the guys behind me, but I'm so bent. I'm leaving my car here and walking instead. I heard that a little ways ahead, a herd of buffaloes running across the road. Can't move an inch. I was going to see my girlfriend in Fourside. This pace, I'll be 100 years old by the time I get there. Welcome to the very end of the world's longest traffic jam. Excuse me, ma'am. This traffic jam is taking forever. Man, do I need to go. Lady, you should, like, either just, go behind something or just pee, but you could also... They haven't depicted a washroom here, but you gotta figure they've got a washroom. Ness picked up the receiver. Let's call his mom just to stave off homesickness. Ness? Don't say a word. I know exactly what you're thinking. Oh, my son. Who'd have thought he was such a brave kid? Oh, yeah. You're a hero, honey. And then she hangs up on him. Let's call dear old dad. Ness? Actually, no. I will only read them twice. Taking away what you spent. You should now have $12,449 in the bank. Well, experience to get to the next level. Ness, $12,930. Paula, $10,383. Jeff, $11,007. Anyway, what do you need from me? Record, please, Dad. All done. Your dear old dad was also thinking about hitting the hay for the night. I've created a record of your adventure to this point. Good night, sleep tight. Oh, we'll be carrying on. Ness, you like to work hard, just like your mother. But I don't think it's good to work too hard. Then he hangs up without saying goodbye because he's got to get back to work. Hello there. How may I help you? I don't know. I didn't realize you were a merchant. What can you sell? Wet towels, which we will buy a couple of. A wet towel? All right. Which one of you will carry this? Jeez. We have very little space. But that's part of the challenge. Let's get 2 wet towels. I might as well give them both to Jeff. I might wind up just relying on PSI to deal... psychic healing can also cure heat stroke if we get it, which you can in the desert. We're also running it in, mister. It's $210 a night if you want to stay here. You want to stay? Not right now. That's probably for the best. You see, our beds are really old and dusty. And then, hello there. How may I help you? Can I get you anything? Yes, the Mr. Baseball bat. You can get a home run off a bunt. Yeah. Can't take it yet. Okay, gotta free up one slot for Ness. Let's have Ness hand a bomb to Jeff for now. That's the climax of the Tom Selleck film, Mr. Baseball, is that he bunts and it catches the Japanese players off guard so badly that he's able to get a home run. Exactly two things about the movie Mr. Baseball, which I saw on television sort of in the background while hanging out with a friend once in my life. The two things that stuck with me are that ending. It's a very it's a 80s American movie. So, it has a lot of assumptions about the Japanese, I guess. So they probably don't even know about bunting over there. They'd all go into a tizzy if someone bunted. It's weird. Yeah, I'll equip this. Ness's offense, 82 to 94. Would you like me to buy the minor league bat for $200? Yes, I would. And then we'll keep shopping. A thick frying pan. Even the deluxe frying pan isn't better than the thing she has. The coin of slumber, which I bet prevents you from getting the sleep status, is allegedly an improvement for two of our characters. Hold on a second. Are we all already wearing silver bracelets? Nice. Well, I'll buy one slumber coin for Ness. I'll buy it for... oh, whatever. Withdraw $3,000 so that I can buy two if I want them. Buy one, see what it does. Go from there. Coin of slumber? All right, which of you will carry this? We'll give it to Paula. Be a gentleman, Ness. Nice. What inspired you to be bunt triple? In the very last year I ever played Little League Baseball, where I was in junior high. And so the fact that I had not had my growth spurt, and it was a big growth spurt that got me up to the mighty diminutive 5'8" elf boy that you see today. Before I had that growth spurt, this is the last summer I played. All the other kids were gigantic. It was real. It was a rough situation. They still let me pitch because I was a very accurate pitcher, but I could not throw nearly as hard as the others. Okay, coin of slumber. Good defense bonus. So yeah, let's get one for Ness. Yeah, tough to... you really need, you need an error. Wow, that was a significant boost for Ness. Exactly. But here's the other thing. I was still like a, 12 or 13-year-old kid. I couldn't throw any kind of pitch but a fastball. Just my fastball wasn't fast. But the two things I had going for me were pretty accurate, so I could consistently be annoying. Oh, this guy's close to the plate, so I'll go right for the inside of his strike zone. And the other thing I had going for me was because all the other guys were, jacked up little teenagers now. Maybe not jacked, but they were big teenagers compared to me, especially because I was at the lower end of the age range of the league I was in. So what I had going for me, especially in the 1990s, Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think the Tom Selleck character gets a home run on his record at the end of Mr. Baseball. No, we're not getting anything else. We will carry $600 into the desert with us. Is there a map? No, no map here. So, how far can we go to the left? Hey, psychic butterfly. We don't need it. I don't think there's anything to the left. Like, I think without getting the opportunity to explore much, we'll just come to the tunnel. Perfect. And I don't think there's anything to the south. Yeah. That's, so the movie Mr. Baseball is about Tom Selleck plays a guy who was an American baseball star, but he's washed up, and so he's doing the, all right, I'll play in the Japan League now. And it's about his, like, culture shock. So the other thing I remember about the movie is he comes in from a practice or a game, I can't remember which, into the locker room, and he goes to get into the tubs. And then the other American there who showed him the rope stops him and goes, no. First we wash. And he points over the showers, and then we bathe. It's one of those like, oh, why do they do everything so weird here? And it's like, that's just clearly a better system. Otherwise, you're bathing in your own filth. Means welcome. Means our paradise exists beneath that hole. Talarama is great and kind. And he knows everything Talarama does. He made us the underground rooms. Okay. Some great leader of the monkeys has created... I don't, like... That might be the case. Let's find out. Let's find out the backstory of Thomas Magnum. The odd thing is, like, that is absolutely a thing in North America. You go to the public pool, you got a shower. Oh, Rich has sent a video. I bet it's his kids being cute. Am I going to delay gratification for the benefit of the stream? Thomas Magnum. Okay, of course, he has his own Wikipedia page. You don't have to go to the Magnum PI page. He's a former naval officer. He's around 40. Born in Detroit. His father was a naval aviator. He was the captain of the Annapolis football team during at least one Army-Navy game. I don't think Magnum PI canonically... I don't think Thomas Magnum is canonically a baseball player. Oh, goodness. Panorama is now fasting and... practicing silent meditation. He is also abstaining from anything that would make him sick or smelly, too. So please don't bother him. Let's bother him, then. He cannot be bothered. Okay. The meditation's working. I don't know why I'm doing this. It'll become obvious, I believe, when we have heat stroke. I think heat stroke is a gradual hit point loss thing. You engage the Skelpion and the Crested Buka. Feel like Ness should go for the Crested Buka. Let's see if the Skelpion is vulnerable to freeze. Oh no. Devastating blow to Jeff. But the Skelpion is vulnerable to freeze. It's taken out. And then we get a smash attack of our own and defeat the Crested Buka before it even acts. Jeff's level is now 27. Offense up 1. Guts up 1. IQ up 1. Maximum hit points up 2. I'm almost positive, although I haven't confirmed it, that Jeff's IQ stat at least affects the likelihood that he'll repair things overnight. Because it doesn't affect his psychic powers because he's in heaven. So why else would he need the stat? Ness, open the present. There's a double burger inside. Ness takes it. Desert burger. Oh, that UFO is not backing up the Scorpion. This is not going to go well for the Scorpion. Which edges closer? Yeah, it was trying to just be intimidating. Boom. No, sorry. Bye-bye. Ness and his friends gained 608 experience each. Very nice. We didn't get the drop on the UFO. You confront the cute little UFO. Aw, it is cute. It's got a little bow. And, hey, credit to the localization at least. It's a cute little UFO. But it's not Miss Lil UFO just because it has a bow. Ness and his friends gained 507 experience each. Enemy left a present containing a cookie. Well, cookies are what they are. Let's just eat it immediately to free up space. Ooh, she sugared the cookie. Didn't taste very good. Interesting. So, hey, here's something. Why would you feel like talking to a tiny black sesame like me? I want to apologize to the white sesame that I hurt before. I could just see her. Yeah. When you're out there trying not to die in the desert, and then you start hallucinating that you're talking to a black sesame seed, that's the kind of memory you need to preserve. Pictures taken instantaneously! I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, say, fuzzy pickles. Fuzzy pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. We'll always bring back the fondest of memories. Ness opened the present. Cup of life noodles. Paula takes it. See, that's a whole step up. That's more than a step up. That is significantly better than cookie. Let's start by doing the desert perimeter. We can try to start dealing with the buffalo problem. You engage the bad buffalo. Well, it's preserved because of the dryness of the desert, right? I assume. Should probably heal Paula. Buffalo tries to ram and trample you, but it missed. They didn't really try to do anything wacky. Bad Buffalo tore into Jeff. Can we finish it off really quickly? I ought to have, no. What I should have done, and didn't, is do something. Let's see. Try freeze beta, but you know what? If we're gonna have a big random enemy around here that can really do some damage, hopefully I'm gonna finish it off before someone gets taken out. Because we're not using a cup of life noodles right now. But let's try this. Find out what the buffalo's deal is. Unless Paula takes it out right now. Wish she did. Well, that also tells us something. Despite their woolly demeanor and their presence in a desert, they're not ready for the cold. Ness and his friends got 1370 experience each. Let's heal up. So I'll do the perimeter of the desert and then work my way in. Life up beta. Can Paula be maxed out with an alpha still? Yes. But Jeff definitely can. That's not the white sesame. Ness spotted something shiny. It's a set of contact lenses. So Paula, I got the contact lens. Obviously, there must be an NPC somewhere. So where's my contact lens? Ness opened the present. It's a double burger inside, but we're overloaded. You know what? I bet. Let's see. Will this tell me exactly how much it restores? 90 hit points. 100% beef. So I wouldn't be eating that particular burger, but respect anybody else who wants to. You know what? Here's the answer. Ness eats it. 6 hit points. Faster. But being faster isn't that important. And being able to heal 90 hit points with a double burger is better than the alternative. Okay. Let's deal with this aggressively. I don't quite yet remember. Oh, sweet. Bonus of freeze is sometimes it can have the secondary effect of stunning the enemy. Hello, humorous Gubble J6. J6. AIH. We already have the best viewers here. And we didn't need rank expert online to tell us about them. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. That went well. I would have to seek input from Greg and Rich before I could make a ranked list of our viewers. Obviously, my vote counts for more because I'm always here. PSI caramel is better than a croissant. Paula ate the croissant. Hit points maxed out. In fact, I think she ate that purely for the taste. Now, the thing about items like life noodles or PSI caramels is that a PSI caramel is such a good item that there's a real risk of me just never using it. Hopefully that butterfly will remain in grasp. Biting attack, 46 damage. 217, but his body solidified. She did 300 to him the first time we did it. So it's a little disappointing. Okay. Come on, Miss Bad Buffalo. Oh, or just knit your brow. I like how there's... I know I already called it out. But the buffalo, that's just a very straightforward buffalo. You think bad buffalo. Oh, come on. Why is this psychic butterfly so fast? Magic butterfly, sorry. Okay, just gotta chase it till it gets to a cliff face. My goodness. Ness and his friends relax. Big bottle rocket inside. Big bottle rocket is an excellent item. Bottle rocket. Item for Jeff. Damages an enemy. Sure. What's the stag beetle? Stag beetle. By throwing this at the... Oh, right. It's literally just throw a bug on the enemy so they go like, ah, ah. Aha. Here's the answer. We're carrying a hard hat we don't need. Drop it. Jeff got rid of the hard hat. And then the bottle rocket goes, the big bottle rocket goes directly to who we want it to have it. Who we want to have it. So I'm going to shoot back up northeast until I hit the perimeter. Uh-oh. Whoop. Also, speaking of, I was about to be like, Jeff, you got to cool down. Speaking of cooling down. Paula tried. PSI freeze beta. 280. Jeff felt dizzy and weak, got 4 damage. But then he used the wet towel, and his sunstroke was cured. I think I've only had heat stroke once. Maybe twice. The time I remember, I was working at A&W in the summer. Oh, baby! Offense up 3. Defense up 1. Guts up by 2. IQ up 1. Max HP up 1. Max of psych points up 5. Was that... I actually missed it. That was Ness, right? Yes. Sweet. Oh, hey. Pause my perimeter search for a moment. Dusty Dunes headquarters for finding buried gold. Okay, so obviously we should do this little area.
This hole's great. Good hole, good hole, good hole. At first, someone asked me to dig for buried gold. I began to feel like I was obligated to find it. Man, am I starving. Do you have any food you can spare?
Yeah, sure.
Seems like you have a lot of stuff. What are you gonna give me?
That implies to me we're gonna give him the pizza. But the way that dialogue set up implies to me that there's an if you only have one food item, he'll just take it.
Well, thank you. If you find the gold, I'll give it to you.
That's not what? Sir, you are gonna get sued so bad. I'll take it, but you're gonna get sued. It's a small house, but please stay the night. Not just small, raggedy looking. All right, it's a new day. Curious. No, okay, good. Because of course it's cool in the desert at night, so we didn't wake up with sunstroke. Not going in yet. Perimeter of the desert first, but I'll just perimeter back to roughly where I think I was. That was a pure relaxation butterfly. There's the edge. Hold on. What stops us? Is it literally nothing? I mean, what stops us is we know we're playing a video game. We're on a quest. But you can just go to Fourside. I like that. Ah, they got you with the messy name. But I do see over there on my computer that you cornered your target eventually. Well done. Okay, let's have Paula freeze Skelpie and B, and hopefully Ness and Jeff can take the other one. Oh no! Double poisoned. So, poison and sunstroke are both gradual damage things, except that poison is actually significant damage. And indeed, it's really bad to be poisoned. Esoteric Ebb. What's that? Let's find out here. Yeah. Gotta go all the way up to healing beta. All the way. From alpha to beta. To get the poison in. But yeah. I don't think I'm gonna keep stocking up on wet towels just because healing alpha also covers sunstroke. Oh, good. The wolf didn't get any allies to come. Ah. Is it... How's it doing? In its goal. Okay, so it was not Ness that had the good level up just now. Because Ness just got his level 32. Right. I could have figured this out in a much more sensible way. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 3. Guts up 2. Vitality up 2. IQ up 2. Oh, baby. Luck went up by 3. Sweet. Maximum hit points went up by 25. Maximum psychic points went up by 6. Oh, I see a butterfly. So this is a great moment to, actually before I heal Paula, just teach myself. Yeah, it was Paula that had the good level up before, when I was slightly inattentive. Nice. Good for them. It's the kind of thing I'm immediately skeptical of. It's a popular recent game, and someone's just like, our game is an imitation of that. But there's nothing inherently wrong with having something you want to imitate and put your own spin on. Undertale is a great game that clearly has roots in Toby Fox just being like, what if I made my own Earthbound? From an Earthbound for slightly younger millennials. Ness and his friends, 1370 each. Jeff's level's now 28. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 4. Defense up by 2. Speed up by 2. Vitality up by 1. IQ up 1. Luck up 1. So maybe... So not quite as like nuanced and fleshed out in the realms of possibility. One thing with Disco Elysium is, it has the underlying, you can give Harry official politics and like commit. And obviously, Disco Elysium is a game made by Eastern European communists, but they very much, they portray communist thought is just as skeptically portrayed. There's no thumb on the scale. Maximum hit points went up by 8. I wound up with mushy centrist Harry simply because all the descriptions of every possible political view were also unsatisfying to me. Crested Buka does 20 damage. Think about the Crested Buka. Oh, man. Yeah. That's the thing, I think, especially if you have satirical aims. A strong point of view is good, but it's not like... well, I mean, I guess it depends on which communists you're talking to. There's certainly a breed of contemporary internet communists that, like, will be like, no, I actually low-key love Stalin. Oh, your grandmother died in the Holodomor? Sounds like a skill issue to me. Sudden gut spill inside. Paula takes it. Yeah, like Undertale, I think usually cited as the obvious influences are Earthbound and Moon Remix RPG, which I really got to play someday. I find, like, tonally, I find it closer to Mother 3, like, this is Mother 2 in Japan, than this one. Sudden gut spill. Doubles your guts during battle. However, after a battle, your guts return to normal. I don't think I've ever used that item, but I can see the value in it. Guts. Oh. When you say spiritual successor, you mean like the original developers doing their thing with a different name because they don't own their own IP? Ness is poisoned and hurt badly by this disgusting slavering dog. Desert wolf, I should say. Ooh, oh no. Come on, Ness, step up. Nope. Cool. Okay, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Okay. Get the wolf, Jeff, please. Oh. Ness's counter got to 0. But he got the life up off. Okay. We sort of survived. I can't even remember. Is there like a little medical tent somewhere in the desert? I think there's a hospital equivalent location in the desert, but we'll have to run through the desert and find out. Ah, I should not have done this. I was like, I can escape the buffalo. Doesn't matter, because when the wolf catches you, then you freeze, and the buffalo can also catch up. And also, you should have healed Jeff. Should I fight? No, I shouldn't. I should run. Ness and Jeff tried to get away, but couldn't. Well, that's the problem with trying to get away. Ness and Jeff tried to get away, but couldn't. Okay. I'm going to try one more time, because otherwise we're going to get away by the method of being knocked unconscious. Knocked unconscious. Ness and Jeff tried to get away, but couldn't. All right, we're screwed. There's nothing left to do but keep trying to run. And did! Okay. Hopefully the rest of the escape goes well. I should add to my stream frames the wounded one that we can tag on whenever I'm on the cusp. I bet I can get that done this week. Right, the headquarters. You know what? We ought to crash at the headquarters even if it doesn't bring Paula back. .307 time-wise. We're doing okay. Yeah. I think I'm a bit too well hydrated today. I feel like another intermission is coming on. But okay. Hey, there's the white sesame.
I heard that the black sesame I used to love is somewhere in this desert. If you see him, please tell him I still love him. Really? You've seen him already? Was he okay? I see.
Okay. I'm not sure if there's like a underlying quest here. Is there any point to going back to talk to the other sesame? We might as well, even if it's just dialogue. Mechanically, I don't need that butterfly.
As sea monkeys live in the sea, desert monkeys live in the desert. Desert. I mean desert, not dessert. I am happy that there are animals in the desert, aren't you?
We'll let that one go. What? I reject the idea that they got the drop on us. But it's okay. This is an enemy we can defeat. With 2 dudes. Just mash an A. Nice. Well, maybe in several years I'll play that, having played Moon Remix RPG. Oh, nice. We got a fresh egg, which we're going to hang on to because I believe, if I remember correctly, there's a fun gimmick with the fresh egg item. Get the relaxing butterfly. Okay. Obviously, there's the drugstore. I don't think there is a medical tent or anything. Because here's the traffic jam over here, right? No. Is the traffic jam cleared now? I suppose, since I don't have the game memorized, like one day if I ever do Final Fantasy VI on the stream, like that's a game that just, I'm pretty sure even now when I haven't played it in over a decade, that's a game I'm pretty sure I just know. I could have taken the bus. So yeah, like I know that you got to do like the desert quest is part of the game. So maybe there's a sanctuary location in the desert or something. But I totally remembered it as being you have to do something to clear the traffic jam to advance. Well, I mean, we'll just keep playing. That's the thing. I don't need to do the game from memory. Right. Yeah, it's $2 a person. Hear that sound? It's because if you hold on to the fresh egg for too many steps, it turns out it's an actual fertilized egg. Chicken. Real live chicken. Don't eat it, please. So I can't remember if you do anything with the chicken in the game. Meanwhile, we saw that one guy that looked like Wilford Brimley as the bus took us out of town. Where's that guy? Is he nowhere? I have to do something with the chicken because once we're done saying, oh, that's cute. Nice attention to detail. Oh, whoops. Went way astray from where the hospital is. Did I imagine a Wilford Brimley looking NPC? Did I just see the kid in the hockey mask and totally misread his sprite? We definitely have the money to pay for it. Who do you want to see? Paula. Paula was just brought in and is still unconscious. Please pay $120 for the doctor's fee. I'm so glad that you recovered, Paula. Come back anytime you need. Provided you can pay the $120 doctor fee. In Eagle Land, they just keep the kids captive if they can't pay their fee. Hey, what's this? Nope. Do these zombies talk? No. But okay. They're using all the animal cages from their thing. If we get on the bus now, it won't stop in the desert because the traffic jam cleared up for whatever reason. Well, I mean, I suppose for the same reason traffic jams usually clear up. Either gradually the congestion reduced, or there was an accident, or we beat up that one buffalo and it told the rest of the buffalo to go home. I don't know. At any rate, hold on. Can we use the chicken as an item? Chicken ran away as fast as it could. Perfect. I made sure there's a nice little safe habitat for the chicken. I did not want to release the chicken into the desert. Okay. Well, let's go find the black sesame and then check out other areas in the desert to find out whether am I just getting ahead of my skis by assuming we have to do the desert right now? Can't recall. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Take that, Skelpion. Yes. Butterfly pivoted right into us. I'm excited for more Maniac Mansion tomorrow. While preparing the video, realized one important thing, which is that I had totally forgotten that the 4-digit number that I found on the poster was on a poster about how to call the meteor police or whatever. And so that's like, it was not random it was when Bernard repaired that radio that we actually called the meteor police. Producing that whole cutscene of the guy being like, well, make sure that the path's clear, and then coming and being like, well, I can't get in. So I think if I just get that door to the lab unlocked and then call that number, I think that's the Bernard victory path, I think.
Why would you feel like talking to a tiny black sesame like me? I want to apologize to the white sesame that I hurt before. I could just see her. What? The white sesame still loves me?
There. That's a nice little story. What do you need? Like you don't need to get a magic sword just because you did a little side quest. We sleep in the desert, so we're often mistaken for corpses. But a corpse doesn't usually wear a bathing suit, right? Hey, stop staring at my tan lines. Go away. How would we be seeing your tan lines right now? What tan lines do you even have? You're sleeping in the desert in trunks. I guess you have trunks tan lines, but you have the trunks covered.
Annoying kids.
What a group of rats.
Scat, you little monsters.
Just a couple of shallow, selfish people hanging around in the desert. What are these? You encounter the smiling sphere. It's exactly what it looks like. It's a sphere. It's smiling. What do you need here? A roadmap? Yeah. Oh no. Alright, we learned an important thing about the smiling sphere, which is do not kill it first in a group combat. Life up alphas all around. Okay, I've done the perimeter, so what I should be doing is kind of lawnmowering the desert. And like, I've also found, we know at least at the dig site where they're looking for the treasure. I probably want to go there. Alright, the desert fights are mostly going our way. The Buffalo Desert Wolf combo. Not ideal. But most other enemy compositions seem to have under control. Okay, shooting north to the top of the desert. Going over about one screen. Running south through the desert. A wolf by itself, not a big deal. I mostly just wind up using Ness, his psychic powers for healing. Rockin' can be a useful attack sometimes, but not usually, I find. Or not that it's not useful. It's that I'm less inclined to bust it out than, you know what? Let's get the bad buffalo in a single round and then do the wolf. Figuring out the optimal tactics for this fight. 239. The wolf wastes its turn. And the buffalo didn't do that much damage, and we tamed it. Okay. Done. Ness's level's 33. Max HP up 2. Max psych points up 2. Paula's level's now 29. Luck up 1. Maximum hit points up 1. Psych points up 1. Paula realized the power of defense down alpha. Jeff's level's now 29. IQ up 1. Maximum hit points up 3. 3 minor level ups at once. Skip sandwich DX inside. Jeff takes it. What's the story? I assume it just heals more. Or maybe it makes you faster. Gives you a spring in your step for about 20 seconds. Cool. But yeah, like, you know, Ness's physical attacks are powerful. So most of the time, I think I'm just going to lean on him for physical attacks. There might not be that much to find. The vapid couple. The oasis monkey. That could turn out to be all of it. Well, he's in pain from the poison, but we're going to take care of that right away now that we know that Ness and Paula together, as long as they hit it, can take this Skelpion out. Or Jeff can act faster than Ness and we won't get the benefit of helping Ness right now. That's fine. Poison removed from Jeff's body. Was I doing the North Mo? I think I was. Well, like I said, I think it's going to turn out to not be a big deal. Oof. Every now and then they remember that they have immense psychic power. We didn't take all the damage, but we took a lot of damage. So like the Franklin badge is a thing you can keep carrying throughout the game and still receive benefit from it. It's just, it's really hard to commit any things. If I remember correctly, I feel like there's a big underground cave dungeon here with multiple entrances where you fight a bunch of mole bosses. But that could be any other point in the game too. We'll find it. Boom. Yeah, you bite Ness, he's coming at you with that bat. Mr. Baseball says hi. Stupid buffalo. And Southmo. Hey, a sign in the desert. I lost a pair of contact lenses here in the Dusty Dunes desert. They were a memento from my grandma. Very important to me. If you find them, bring them to me and I'll give you a reward. I'm Penatella Giovanni. Find me at the Fourside Bakery, second floor. I didn't realize that she should have a cartoonish Italian accent. In fact, she didn't lead with her name. My apologies to any Italians in the audience. Boom. Buffalo tamed. And we already got one hit on the desert wolf, who decides to waste its turn and gets tamed for its trouble. Nice. Might as well heal Jeff and then grab, although I don't think the butterfly is going to max out Ness's psychic points either way. Okay, well, that's the South Mo. And here's the dig site. Let's get to work. Okay, nothing's going on. It's possible that the desert is actually an after Fourside thing, and I'm just over my skis here. Which is fine. Buka Buffalo fight. Crested Buka just grinning. And it does indeed have a big grin on its face. Got the buffalo. Ness's offense down 6 because of the terrifying war cry of the Crested Buka. The Crested Buka is something you defeat. It doesn't become tame. So I think it's supposed to be an invasive alien dinosaur, as opposed to just, you know, they have weird dinosaurs in the desert in Eagleland. Okay. We've learned an important lesson already. We're not starting with the smiling sphere, since it has the same gimmick as the trees. Also, the smiling sphere is what triggers this excellent battle music. Oh no! We might have to heal Jeff. I'm gonna heal Jeff now, on the assumption that he wouldn't even last till we won the fight. Oh no, we're getting fired in. Uh-oh. Okay, let's just blow this thing up and hope that we all survive. Should have done this. Okay, it worked out, but that wasn't wise. Paula's level's 30, offense up 1, speed up 1, IQ up 1, maximum hit points up 2, psychic points up 4. Okay. I know it seems crazy that I'm not healing, but it's because I believe that I can get to the free rest space. And I can. Small house. Please, stay the night. Working through the night, Jeff fixed the broken iron. After being fixed, the broken iron became the slime generator. Nice. I believe that's a status effect applying gimmick. Slime generator. Item for Jeff. Sprays a sticky substance that stops the enemy from moving. Can be used many times. Jeff did wake up with sunstroke, or he had it just before we went to sleep. Okay. I think this is just a later on thing. Let's go to the big city. Complete the contact lens side quest. Among quite possibly other things. I can't remember. I think we can meet... My brain tells me that maybe we can meet Ness's dad. That he works in the big city. I think there's a pretty clear, at least for the number municipalities, pretty clear tier ranking of Winnet and Tucson, and then the 3 and Fourside songs are just not quite on that level, but still both excellent. I don't think it's obvious to me that one or the other is better. One effect that we get to kind of hit the big city feel is it's isometric. Well, it is sort of an isometric view, but it's diagonal.
The city of Fourside has developed quite a bit since Mr. Geldegarde Monotoli hit the big time. It's been good for the city.
A rising tide lifts all boats. Let's get out our little tourist map. Fortunately, we only have to explore. Let's, I think this is a case where we definitely have to imagine. This is just the downtown core of Fourside. And the city is probably larger than this. I need to take a second washroom intermission. And then, let's explore the town. Hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. And we're back in business. All right. The Fourside Hotel. Ness, sir. Are you staying here tonight? Thanks for being so generous with your tips. Oh, you never gave me a tip. Well, never mind. How does he know I'm Ness? That's unusual. We're definitely going to want to have more money at some point here in Fourside. But I don't think we need to stay at the hotel right now. So let's just explore it and then use the courtesy phone. Hey, you! If you meet a beautiful, seductive woman who's looking for me, tell her hi. Anyway, I don't think a woman like that would be looking for me. But just in case, he didn't tell me your name, sir. How will I know? La da 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 la. We'll just when we get to the big department store, use the. You can't knock on the front doors of the apartment buildings, which makes sense. So this is obviously the bakery. Can I read this little sign? Yep. Planning meeting for Earthbound 2. Only those who are related to this project are allowed to enter. This is clearly not the bakery. Ape software development team. They're working on Mother 3. It will be it doesn't go much better as a development process. Earthbound, or Mother 2, got stuck in a sort of development hell. He does. He's a Kyle or like maybe a Scott. But yeah, they got into a point where Satoru Iwata had to be brought in, and he figured out what the hell was going on in their code and convinced them to start over from scratch, and they managed to finish the game. Mother 3 would originally be developed for the Nintendo 64 before ending up on the Game Boy looking much more like this than like polygonal junk. There's lots of junk like this bulletin board, the junk shop, busted up, located in the back alley of the department store. That can be very useful because Jeff is a fixer of broken stuff. But I also need to remember, except for Jeff's like greatest items, which like the slime generator is not one of, I should be using them consistently just to keep on freeing up room. We found a cafe. Oh, there's something about this cafe at some point. I'm surprised you talk to an ordinary guy like me. I have no information or items to help you out. I mean, don't you think it's just natural for a guy like me to be here? I enjoy the atmosphere here. By the way, let me quiz you. 5 apples. If you eat 1, how many are left? 5 minus 1 is 4, so 4 is left. Ah, not funny? Here's another one. Master Pokey's Made Electra is made to order. Oh, puns aren't funny either? Puns can be funny, man. You're just a little too ordinary, I think, to deliver it with verve.
I was in the middle of a caffeine buzz, and I had to get to the bathroom fast. When I got there, I accidentally knocked on the wall instead of the restroom door. Next thing I knew, someone asked, "Who is it?" It really surprised me. Maybe I just imagined it?
Slow down on the caffeine, sir.
I used to be Monotoli's employer, and I realized his schemes made my company go bankrupt. My house and land were taken away. Now I'm homeless. Monotoli didn't used to be so powerful. I want to find out his secrets, so I'm spending my time here, watching to see if he ever drops in.
Weird plan, sir. What? Does Mr. Geldegarde Monotoli come here often? Hello, time to get up. Could never happen. Well, actually, that's not true. Okay. Kids shouldn't be drinking espresso. You shouldn't be hanging around here. What? Mr. Monotoli's here? You got that wrong, kid. Seems like this jukebox is just for decoration. Well, let's make a mental note of the suspicious cafe. There's another caffeine fiend.
No one knows anything. Monotoli's toadies stole everything from me, including my house and land.
They're evil incarnate. Lawyers, policemen,
Everyone that follows Monotoli, they're all his toadies. No matter how you fight him, you can't win.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just leave me here to cry into my cappuccino.
Nosy.
Whoa. This taxi's crazy. You engaged the mad taxi. Little Benny from Roger Rabbit energy creeping in here. Mad Taxi revved and accelerated, 96 damage to Paula. The game is not shy. Mad Taxi totally scrapped. The game is not shy about having just regular enemies that can absolutely wallop you with their basic attack. It's the hospital. We'll probably have to go there organically at some point, so we won't go officially. This skyscraper, I believe, is going to be Mr. Monotoli's building. Yep. Some jerk businessman who screws all his partners and then makes a big skyscraper and puts his name on it. You boys are sneaking around. Looking for Mr. Monotoli, aren't you? If I catch you boys doing anything, I'll arrest you. No questions asked. Be prepared. Got it, Ness.
Yeah, I've already checked out your name.
Oh, so that was more like, got it, Ness? Should put a question mark on that. Question mark.
I wonder why the department store is closed.
When Monotoli became the owner, this department store began having strange happenings. Temporarily closed. Quark! How do you get to the back alley of the department store? Is it a wait till the department store is open again and then go to the back? Looks like it.
Behind this wall, things seem very strange.
I feel like this isn't my place. Maybe it's your place. Yes, I am the destined hero.
The boy stuck to the wall? Maybe a peeping Tom.
No, I don't think that's exactly what he's doing. To his credit. Okay. So obviously, something's afoot in Fourside. Oh, this is the back alley behind the department store.
Come on in. Get the goods, G. What are you looking for?
You just buy broken stuff.
Mod boy jerk. Can't do me like that.
Hold on, sir. I don't even know if Jeff has any room to carry things. He does not. We're good for now. Mad taxi. Alright. Just for the sake of using something, let's see if we can prevent ourselves from getting beaten up by the taxi. Nope. 70 damage to Jeff. Jeff used the slime generator. Something sticky stuck to the enemy. Mad Taxi's body solidified. So it's gonna miss one turn. Mad Taxi was able to move. Okay, not worth it at all, but it's fine. We're not gonna like suffer unduly for having used it. So the bakery is probably the place labeled food. I think the place that you can see that you would assume is City Hall is actually a museum, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. Hey, here's a cop.
protect Mr. Monotoli first. The safety of the citizens of the city comes second. It's our job, you know.
They're not really shy about being like, the purpose of the police department is to uphold capitalism and protect the interests of the rich in this town.
In the old days, Mr. Monotoli was just a regular, unattractive real estate agent. Now he has the power to control the police force. I don't think the city of Fourside is better than before.
Well, of course you feel that way, you lousy beatnik. First floor is the Fourside Bakery. Second floor is the second floor of the bakery.
It makes sense. Bread in this town has a very plain, nondescript flavor to it. To tell you the truth, I'm the owner of this bakery.
Well, couldn't you improve things?
I was thinking, there's a tightwad born every minute.
Sir, is this your contact lens?
What? You came to deliver my grandma's memento. Contact lens. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's our family tradition to keep things forever. Okay, I'll give you something as a reward. Here's my socks I use only for special occasions. I've worn these socks for just 5 years. No holes. They've only been worn once since the last washing. They stink a little, but they're still good. Hey, don't refuse me here. I'm being generous.
Paula got a pair of dirty socks.
Please take good care of my socks.
Really does have trouble letting anything go, doesn't he? I bet this is a throw at the enemy and gross them out thing. Pair of dirty socks were used during battle. The enemy gets so nauseous they can't fight. Okay, we'll use them quickly. Because I don't think we're benefiting from carrying them around. Excuse me, sir. Oh dear, he's blue. I thought blue was a happy color. You meet the annoying reveler. So he had a 2-cocktail lunch. And now this obnoxious middle manager is stumbling around the city drunk. He grumbled about today's youth. Paul's guts went down. He absolutely does look like the kind of guy who grumbles about today's youth. Boom, 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 boom. Be cool if, remember in Sweet Home when we had to fight all of the clones of the characters, and so we got to see the characters who otherwise during the battles are obviously like Dragon Quest heroes off screen, rendered in the battle style. I'm not sure, maybe that does happen at some point in this game and I'm just not remembering it. It'd definitely be a fun thing to do. Because like the extra cranky lady here, the annoying reveler, the battle sprites are excellent representations of the map ones. Inside the present, there's a handbag strap. Ness and his friends cannot carry any more stuff. Do you want to throw something away? Yes. What do you want to throw away? Calorie stick does not sound appealing. So you want to throw away the calorie stick? Yep. Bam. Handbag strap. Ness level is 34. Offense up 2. Defense up 1. Speed up 1. Maximum hit points up 2. Ness realized the power of shield beta. You know what I think I just realized, which is relevant. Hold on. Is it relevant? And did I actually realize it? Yes. There's shield and there's PSI shield. And those are both obviously exactly what they sound like. The physical defense up spell and the psychic defense up spell. Or magic defense.
Runaway 5 from Tucson seem very popular. Heard the Paula Theater is always full.
Well, obviously the theater will be somewhere, and we'll go to it. Can we get street sign information? No. Okay. Well, Okay, the top of the theater. We'll look in the couple of park areas we haven't been in, and then I guess it's time for either the museum or the Monotoli building. Get the Fourside quest going. What's my time situation? This might be the least, like, productive in terms of advancing the quest Earthbound session yet. It definitely will be. You want to buy a ticket? Yes. $30, please. Excuse me, sir, but your hands are full. Like the pencil eraser, you mostly don't need to carry, but then it's so annoying on the occasions. Hand-aid. Handmade band-aid. Heals your wounded body. Gone after one use. I should just use that. What is the handbag strap? Handbag strap. Uses a whip during battle. Enemy takes enough damage to stop moving for a short time. Gone after one use. It's junk. $30 for a ticket. Fortunately, one ticket. It's one adult or 3 children. Please have your tickets ready. Let's catch up with our friends. Thanks a lot. Please hurry. The show will be starting at any moment. Well, hold on. First, we have a sinister manager figure. It's a lady. So, you're a Runaway 5 fan, huh? What? Excuse me? No. This band owes me $1 million. If they break their contract, they'll be in deep doo-doo with the police. The police would probably say, "Hey, you guys!" Or something like that. Unless you're able to pay $1 million on their behalf, you'd have to find buried gold. Or you would never be able to pay such a huge sum of money. Alright. Things start to become a little bit clearer. Oh no. Okay. I was like, geez, this is a lot of NPCs to look at. When Ness arrives, the Runaway 5 told me to let him in. So please come in. He must have been described to them very clearly. We owe you guys so much. Sort of. Oh, it's alright. To meet Geldegarde Monotoli, you'll need our help. Don't exactly know why, it's just a hunch. We know how to sing, but we don't know how to handle money or women. Do-wop, do-do-wop. Again, we've been cheated by the theater owner. We're stuck here with a phony contract. Oh yeah! We're so helpless. Really helpless and hopeless. Yeah. Well, I got a bombshell for you tonight, kids. Kaboom! The Runaway 5. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. I can't remember. Did they do a different song? No. Or is this? Okay. I think this is the same song. Oh yeah. And yet, they have updated their dance moves. And like, it's not like a band needs to write new songs for each new city they go to on tour. The whole idea of the tour is you go to different cities and play your same songs for different audiences. The drummer has such a funny drum kit. One ride cymbal that I think we're supposed to imagine him reaching out to tap. And then just a single snare, like a marching band snare drum. But the sampler for the drums is clearly sampling a bass drum too. All right, good show. Now, the outline of the quest starts to become clear. Oh, hi. Should have gone backstage again. Actually, I don't think it matters.
Speaking of the top of the theater, there's a new singer called Venus. She's better than Runaway 5.
Totally bonkers about her. What happened to those guys digging for the buried gold? They found the gold. It'd be worth a huge amount of money. They'd be able to pay off a $1 billion debt very easily. If I were them, I'd go to Japan and live it up. Interesting. The Mother Universe just has Japan. It's not called like Rising Sunland or something.
The Dinosaur Museum doesn't have any real dinosaurs. They're all replicas. I'm sure everyone knows that. You still want to go see the dinosaurs. Pay $5 a piece for the entrance fee. Is that okay? Yes. Please enter. You'll find an academic researcher inside.
Cool. I wonder how many animals go extinct before human beings discover them. I want to see a live dinosaur sometime in my life. It's not really an official dinosaur because I think it's an alien invader, sir, but if you wander the desert, the crested bukas run wild.
Huge! Not you. I'm talking about the dinosaur bones.
Let's get our picture taken. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, say, Fuzzy Pickles. Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. Thank you, Martin Mull. Dinosaur bones, believed to be from southern Scaraba. Don't ask for any details. Our research is continuing. Are you the academic researcher, sir? Well, I'm so happy there are some visitors today. These days, few people come here. I'm Mr. Spoon, the academic researcher. I wonder if there are any famous stars here today. Dinosaurs. Huge, aren't they? Well, that's all I've gotten out of my research. You want to hear more? To tell you the truth, I heard the dinosaurs were found near the lower side of Scaraba. There were lots of them. There are unconfirmed reports that the dinosaurs ate some of the natives there. If you go, please try to find the dinosaurs and bring back photographs. Please come back again to study, because I don't like being alone. Oh no. I thought maybe he has an alternate shorter 4 repeats dialogue, but no. Okay. Is there a get dinosaur photographs, come here and experience something? Is it part of the main quest? Is it a side quest? If it's a side quest, have I ever done it? These are the kind of things we'll find out as we play the game. Well, let's go find out why we cannot get into the Monotoli building right now. If indeed we can. Or at least why we can't meet Mr. Monotoli. We can get into the building. Last night, there was a solitaire tournament. I lost my shirt. I'll invite you next time. Hey, wait. Do you even know what solitaire is? Well, no, because I have friends, so... Sorry, sir. I'm an elite businessman who works in Mr. Monotoli's office.
Hello, babyface. What brings you to the Monotoli building?
Well, I heard this Monotoli guy's bad news.
This elevator is only for Master Pokey's use. It goes directly to the 47th floor. Quit staring at my hips. Why don't you stand somewhere else instead of behind me?
She should probably turn first before she accuses you of staring at her hips. I don't know about Ness. She's a little skinny for my taste. Oh, whoops. I was almost gonna beat you up. You a friend of Master Pokey? It's okay to visit him here. But don't wander around the building. Someone might be suspicious of you. Take a pot shot at you with a machine gun. Here we are on the 47th floor. Look at this little asshole. You won't get away from me, kid. Get away from me, kid. That's good. That's good, stupid. Throwaway joke. Ooh la la. This is my poor old friend. Oh. What's your name? Pig's butt. No, Ness. Did you come here to beg me for some money? Ooh la la. Don't you recognize me? I'm Master Pokey. Pokey. Get it? I'm now Geldegarde Monotoli's partner, and I give him political and economic advice. And you know that this kid is a proto MAGA type. I heard there were some ratty looking kids asking for Mr. Monotoli. Was that you, Ness? This isn't a place for the likes of you. Get out of here. Now, loser. I don't want to spoil it. Because I feel like we're going to do Mother 3 at some point here in the fan localization. Pokey or Porky, as he's normally called. We're going somewhere with this little jerk. He's the Ultros of this game. That's a Final Fantasy VI reference. A goofy enemy shows up a bunch. Ultros is the Gilgamesh of his game. Because in Final Fantasy V, the goofy boss you fight over and over is Gilgamesh. You must never show your face around, Mr. Master Pokey. You got that? Security jerks. If we go in here... Hey, it's Monotoli, isn't it? Or no, this is Pokey's dad. Mr. Pokey.
You haven't changed that much, Ness. I'm a loyalist Minch, Pokey's dad. Due to my son's success, I now live the life of a rich man. Every dog has its day. That's the perfect proverb to describe me. Oh, my jaw's tired.
Just a wretched family. Can we use this one? Probably not. Private elevator, not for operation by the general public. Monotoli building manager. All right, ma'am. This elevator is going down. Look, don't stand behind me and stare at my hips. She didn't even turn around that time. Which is wise if she's really concerned that Ness and or Jeff and or Paula are little pervert kids. Which they're not. They're wholesome. All right. Well, all of my earlier confusion, I believe, can be considered resolved. Happy Saturday, Waffle Syrup. Welcome. Oh, hey, in real life, I should try giving you better notice about these things. Friday, May 8th. If you Google House of Towers May 8th. The next occasion, Josh or Jocelyn forgot to put me on the poster, but I absolutely will be performing 2 numbers at that show. Oh, it's free comic book day? I am not going to be able to take advantage of that. Did you get any good stuff though? I'm excited. Gonna do because I have 2 numbers. I was like, all right, I will I'll play it safe and stick with what I already know works for one, and then I'll try something different for the other. So I'm gonna do a song from Robin's new album, her excellent new album. It's called Sucker for Love, and that plays just fine with my standard like happy bimbo persona. And then I'm gonna do "Shut Your Mouth" by Garbage, which is a little more aggressive. I'll, do some attitude, some alt rock attitude. Should be fun. Oh, hello, it's your dad. You've been out there for a long time now. Maybe none of my business, but don't you think it would be a good idea if you took a break? Yeah, probably, but here we are. Well, all right. You should find a place to stay in the nearest town. When you get to the hotel, be sure to give your dear old dad a call. And hey, keep an eye out for bad guys. Click. Beep. So I believe now, if my brain has reassembled the sequence here correctly, the idea is we'll get back to the desert, and the excavation project will have advanced a lot, if I recall correctly. Also, I don't know if you noticed, Waffle Syrup, but after 5 years of streaming, I finally had the thought, why do I sit at a computer desk in a computer chair to play console games when I have an armchair right behind me? So this is the debut of James of the Games dedicated console edition. Oh man, Paula and Jeff were not ready. They're like, and this is there's room to grow here, because I kind of like, there has to be a better way I could arrange the chair and the cameras so that the thing back into the left of me is not a door. Yeah, they got hit really hard. Oh yeah, here we are. What's Paula's excuse though? I have lots of work to do, but can't seem to move. I'm so curious about the dig. I can't help it. Out walking in the desert must make you very hungry and thirsty. What do you want? No, we're good. Actually, I'm curious about one thing. Do we have any space to carry anything? Yes. Sort of. Curious about 2 things, actually. One, is the popsicle a real-time modification type thing? Is this guy a healer or a character? He's just a healer. I think you should dig somewhere else.
They have a live broadcast from the dig? I can check out the dig while I'm relaxing on the floor. I've been watching them dig for a while.
I wonder what they'll find. Okay, this is what I was curious about. Besides whether the popsicle, at the very least, the popsicle isn't already melted. But I'm also curious, can it cure sunstroke? Paula ate the popsicle. HP maxed out. No. That's okay. In real life, you can't just eat a popsicle to get over sunstroke. So I can forgive the game. Here we go.
I didn't have a problem digging till this. I found a maze. Lots of monsters appeared, so I couldn't proceed. There's 5 big moles. If I beat the monsters, I continue on. Oh, I think I got a bleeding ulcer from worrying about it too much. Helpless to really do anything.
Don't worry, sir. We'll take care of this problem. We're 3 children. You engage the thirsty coil snake. Oh, Paula poisoned. Okay. Hopefully. No, not great. I was hoping we could finish off the snake and at least stop some of Paula's hit point loss. Jeff leveled up. Guts up 1. Maximum hit points up 2. You really gotta wait for those multiple of 4 level ups to get anything exciting. might come to... maybe I should... Well, we don't even have many healing items. So we have the double burgers. We have a picnic lunch. We have the hand aid. I've got 2 picnic lunches. I'm thinking I probably can't take out all 4 moles in a single run. But if I try to, I'll get more of them in a single run if I'm a little bit better at conserving psychic points for healing purposes. I don't know if there will be butterflies in the dungeon. If I'd had a better, I'll fix it when I put this on YouTube. Because if I'd remembered this in more detail, or even just thought about it, because I bet if I thought about it, I would have remembered in more detail. I should have called this like whack-a-mole. Since the ultimate main set piece today is just going to be fighting some moles. Hopefully I can do all... Let's see. We'll see how the time works out. No, don't heal Jeff yet. Even if it would be ideal to have him. It would be great if I can get all 5 moles today in the time I have remaining to me. I was kind of just stunned. You confront the Noose Man and its cohorts, the Mad Ducks. Let's get Paula to flambe the ducks. Shouldn't have. Okay. But now I know. The Mad Ducks are just the duck enemies we've already met. They're not tough. I bet the Noose Man has some sort of constrict you attack. Alright, Paula and Jeff I think are right at the threshold where I'm willing to say, now I'm not healing them yet. And then we see the mole. And it's like, well no, I should go into the mole fight. Okay. I'm one of the masters of this hole. There are 5 masters in all. We're all moles, of course. I believe I'm the 3rd strongest among us. Take your best shot. If I remember the gag correctly, all of the moles are humble. They all consider themselves the 3rd best. I think that's the joke, and they're all going to have number 3 behind them. Okay. Guardian Digger. I think there's a good argument to be made that defense down alpha will be worth doing here. Have Jeff spy and then use some of his gizmos. Defense down alpha. It did not work on the Guardian Digger. And it's got a power shield. Jeff spies. Guardian Digger's offense is 59, defense 129, vulnerable to flash. That's good to know. Oh no. Not good, not good. No, Paula's down. Well, that sucked. We're off to a terrible start. At least he lost his shield. Okay. Jeez. Alright, see if we can stop him with the slime generator. Something sticky stuck to the enemy, but it didn't work. It's a mole. It claws its way through. Well, use the small bottle rocket. It's a pretty good hit. Ness will heal himself now. Okay, what was I? Yeah, maybe I'll just take out all 5 moles. Maybe we can get them all in one run. What else might I use here? I mean, I'm gonna hang on to the big bottle rocket. Let's try it again. No. Okay. I should give up on the idea that that's gonna work. I am gonna use the defense spray. Or not. Okay. We won. Jeff and Ness get 8651 experience each. But at what cost? Ness opened the present. There's an IQ capsule inside. He gave it to put it in Paula's stuff. And Paula's the one who's going to use it. So that was appropriate, Ness. My path thus far has been pretty straightforward. We went straight north to go down, and then on that screen there was only one route. Oof! Come on, kill the snake, kill the snake. Okay. Now, the healer shows up, but do we have a hospital equivalent in the desert now, or do we have to go all the way to 3 or Fourside? I don't know. But I know how to find it. Oh no. Jeff, you nerd. He keeps getting sunstroke in, again, like we discussed. He's from Winters. He's Canadian. Or Wintersian. We'll stay the night, and then I'm not optimistic that we've got a hospital in the desert. What we do have is, I won't just walk through the tunnel this time. I'll go to the bus stop. Which may or may not turn out to be any faster. Or alternately, there will be a medical tent. Oh, I remember these guys.
I am Big Brother Poncho.
Kid Brother Pincho.
I'm Tomas Jefferson. I'm a broken slot machine. But the Sanchez brothers and their friend are a very cheerful trio. They'll make you happy. Would you like to insert a buck? Yes.
Oh, they stop on their own. Equals, equals.
Yes. Amigo, you won. Very big winning, I think. There's a very nice prize for the important amigo.
Ness and Jeff won a skip sandwich as a prize. Nice. Well. Ness is like, give me that sandwich. Run through the desert. This should trigger some sunstroke. Just check. I don't think that there's a hospital all of a sudden. How would there be? What sense does that make? Okay.
Danger! Do not stand in the street.
The way to interpret which one goes where is based on what side of the road the bus will drive. No. I reject the idea that we did this. Okay. Okay. It does work out here. To 3, it's going to cost $4 for the lot of you. You want to go? Okay, we're off. All the bait, like, I sometimes find myself thinking about certain video game soundtracks as though there's like a band, like there's the Earthbound band, which obviously doesn't exist. But if that band did exist, they would have a great bass player. I mean, really, they're just a really good band, but I love the bass lines. I think the sampler-based Super Famicom sound chip really shines with the bass. Now we're gonna get off here and Threed. No need to go risk Paula's dad being like, "What have you done to my daughter?" And Paula's mom being like, "I'm fairly indifferent to what happens to my daughter." Bum, 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 bum. We definitely have the money. Want to see Paula? $120. She's back on her feet. We didn't fight any battles. Although, is Paula at maximum psych points? Sweet. She does get to rest up in the hospital. Perfect. Okay. Then, back to the bus stop. Which is faster if you cut across the circus grounds. Here's the bus. Okay, next time around we know that the guardian, at least one guardian digger, and I think probably all of them, because they're all roughly the same skill level. Number 3. Hopefully, okay, there's that Wilford Brimley guy again. So he exists. I didn't hallucinate him. I'm not going to walk back to Threed or take the bus back to Threed right now to figure this out. Oh, wait. Damn it. I wasn't thinking. Wait, will the bus let us off at the stop in the desert? Even in the absence of a traffic jam? Yes. I mean, that is how buses work. This bus goes to Fourside, but you want to get off here? Yes. We love wandering in the desert. Oh, hey. More free desert stuff. $1,000! Sweet. I would have been so excited as a kid. Oh, let's gamble once more. I like the touch that they're like, let's have 3 mariachis be the slot machine on behalf of the broken slot machine. But then the additional, it's not the Sanchez trio. It's the Sanchez bros and their buddy, Tomas Jefferson. It's just the, you know, the little extra touch of eccentricity that really kind of puts it over the top for me. Okay, here we are. There we go. I knew the coil snake would have a constrictor attack. Fortunately, it's no damage. We can definitely live with an attack that does no damage and merely takes one of Jeff's turns away. Okay. For now, I'm getting back on the same path I was already on. I don't think this is a particularly brutal maze that I'm going to be at great risk of being lost in. That's no reason not to try to plan in a systematic way to hopefully not wind up wandering through the same parts of the cave again and again looking for the 5th mole once we've taken out 3. These thirsty coil snakes. You know what? No, it doesn't matter if the snake acts first. And if Ness misses. But if Jeff had acted faster, then we could have prevented that thing from even getting a single attack. And also, eventually, I want the slime generator to break. I haven't turned around, have I? No. So there hadn't been a fork in the road. We'll go right first, I guess? Come on, Jeff. How'd it work? Boom. Atta boy. Atta work. And then Paula, finish it off. Or Jeff, finish it off. Great. the attacks aren't that bad. Like 42 is moderate damage, but it sucks to get poisoned. Poison causes damage fast and it necessitates the use of healing beta. Okay, up. Oh, I see where we are. That's actually valuable. We're back at the start. Means when we go this way, we're definitely going to go down. I suppose probably a power gamer thing to do in the desert or in any area where there's a place you can stay for free. Okay, 20 damage, we can live with that. Is to load Jeff up with as much broken stuff as possible and then just spam resting over and over. I am not going to do that. I would never in a million years do something like that. Actually, that's not true. The game was really hard, and that was the easiest way to get a leg up on the bosses. Are there multiple entrances to this big maze scattered through the desert now? I can't remember. Coil snake tamed. All mine for time. Now we're hanging in. Ness's level is 35. Offense up 1. Guts up 1. IQ up 1. Max HP up 3. Max psych points up 3. Jeff is 31. Offense up 1. IQ up 1. HP up 1. But Jeff is now right on the cusp of an exciting level up, and so is Ness. Oh no, Ness is homesick. So we're definitely not getting all of them on this run. But I'll try to get through one with the homesickness. If only we had a phone that made outgoing calls. Although even if we did, it might not be good reception underground. Come on. Get this thing before it attacks. Beautiful. Snakes are pretty hardy. Takes 2 Ness attack. No. 1 Ness attack, 2 Paula attacks, and a Jeff attack to take it out. Currently. Let's go up first. Is that just back the way I came? Have I twisted myself around? No, it's not. Okay. And here's one of the moles. Heal Ness up. And let's see. Oh, I'm really the 3rd strongest master. I'll destroy you now. Guardian Digger attacked. It's number 3. Okay. I'm curious about something. Okay, no. Shield up beta is also just an individual target move. Let's hit this guy with flash. And see, all right, because they're moles, you can blind them easily. I get it. Defense down did not work last time we did this. Let's see if thunder is a viable strategy or if it gets reflected by the shield and I feel horrible. We know the slime generator is not going to work. We have 2 big bottle rockets, but let's see. Thunder beta. Didn't hit anyone. Didn't hit anyone. Okay. Guardian Digger can't stop crying. And yet he still got a brutal hit on Paula. I'll heal Paula. Paula, just pray, see if anyone helps. A very subtle light engulfed Ness and his friends for mild healing. Whatever. I'm hoping if the power shield has a limited number of deflections as opposed to a total number of damage points it can reflect, then getting Jeff to do hits on it, since it reflects back 50% of the damage you do. Let's find it. Yep, 3 hits. So that was actually stumbled into a good strategy there. Oh goodness. Yes! We saved Paula. Okay. I think we can finish this thing off. And still be in good enough condition to take another one. Unless Ness's homesickness starts really acting up. Okay, freeze beta is the key, I think. Big experience. Paula's level's 31. Offense up 2. Speed up 2. Hit points up 2. Cycle points up 2. Paula realized the power of PSI freeze pie. Out of curiosity, let's look at Paula for a second. Looks like there is going to be like an Omega freeze, which I think I probably already knew. If we're going for a second one, then let's eat some actual food. Oh, and the IQ capsule. That's for you, Paula. Paula drank the IQ capsule. Her IQ went up 1. And then let's give Jeff a double burger. Nice. I'll get Paula. Next time she's taking a hit. Defense coin. Let's see. Coin or defense will improve defense, but who needs that the most? 64, 56, 82. It's Paula who needs it the most. And Paula just freed up a spot. Let me double check. Is the thing about the coin of slumber that it prevents you from sleeping? Or is it just a name? Could be anything. Who knows? Let's ask. Coin of slumber must be equipped as other. Increases your defense and luck. Possibly it has no effect. Related to... I don't even know if there's a sleep condition in this game. Hey, new enemy. Spiders. You engage the gigantic ant and its cohort. I want to conserve Paula's psychic points. I think I should still do an alpha. Just to, while we don't know how strong these enemies are, the 1-2 punch of big damage and solidify with a relatively low cost. Okay, hopefully now, physically, we can just take it out. Gigantic Ant 1A became tame. Ness is poison, that's a drink. Let's deal with it swiftly. Freeze pie might be tremendously helpful to the cause of beating the Guardian Diggers quickly. It's expensive, of course, but I think it'll be worth it. Let's open the present. Calorie stick. Ness takes it. Gigantic ant and a noose man. Oh, excellent. Noose man, not a big attacker. I assume it does have a tie you up, take away your turns ability, but it hasn't used it yet. As long as it's doing light attacks, not a big deal. Boom, 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 boom. If you enjoy the way my forehead wrinkles when I raise my eyebrows, enjoy it while you can. Because week after next, I'm getting Botoxed. Not because, like, I don't care. Whatever. Got some wrinkles in my forehead. I feel like I look okay for a 41-year-old man. But just absolutely ruins like 50% of the pictures of me in drag. Ah, we didn't solidify him. Oh, this is an annoying thing. Ah, but he used it on Jeff like a chump. Damn it, Paula. Oh, that's expensive. brutal. That could have gone a lot better than it did. The noose man is funny because, like, doesn't, like, look... Except for the fact that it's a walking noose. Doesn't look like sinister. But it is a walking noose. So it's like... It's definitely a little creepy. Let's do an alpha for everybody. I don't think Jeff necessarily needs it. I just feel bad doing Jeff and Paula. Or Ness and Paula and then leaving Jeff out. Please don't respawn enemies. Well, I did that to myself. Okay, yes, of course, right. I wasn't thinking about that, where it's obviously like, oh yeah, jeez. That feels like the kind of thing where even though they were making a game to obviously comment on America, they still weren't quite thinking about it. Hey, Paula's tied up by the noose man, but she can still pray. Warm lights around Ness and his friends. Heal, heal, heal. But it didn't cure the poison. That would have been next level. My youthful political radicalization partially involved reading a history book that had a picture of a, you know, the aftermath of a lynching. Awful. It wasn't a like, it wasn't super graphic. Murdered person is in the background, but it's the thing where in the front it just seems like a 1950s barbecue of like all American people like smiling. It's like, oh wow. Like, set aside the racial hate, you know, the many additional things that make this bad. We'll surrender a calorie stick in order to get a teddy bear that will slow the rate at which we need to heal for a while. Like, I don't care whether the murder was bigoted. I think if you're committing a brutal murder of any kind and being that blasé about it, it's really, you know, bad. Picnic lunch is probably worth dropping something less important for, but I don't know. We're gonna leave a lot of items behind as time goes by. Skip sandwich DX. Get that picnic lunch. The exit mice might actually be helpful here. My strength falls between the second and fourth strongest masters. You want to test me? It's number 3. Okay. Ness. Flash this guy. Paula immediately freeze pie. And Jeff is going to start chipping away at the shield. At the reflecting shield. $366. The teddy bear is destroyed, but that's okay. Guardian Digger feels strange, as opposed to being crying. Okay, I think Ness just defends for the moment. I bet Paula can finish this guy off with Alpha. Well, let's find it. Yes. Okay, so the last two aren't going to be that hard, except that Paula doesn't have enough psychic points to do that twice. Ness level 36. Oh, baby! Offense up 4. Defense up 2. Speed up 1. Guts up 2. Vitality up 2. Luck went up 1. Sweet. Maximum hit points went up by 23. That's the second sweet on max HP for Ness today. So I'm getting a real sturdy Ness thanks to the random number generator. And yet not that psychic of a Ness. Maximum PP up 1. Paula's level is now 32. That's a multiple of 4. Offense up 1. Defense up 2. Speed up 1. Guts up 2. Vitality up 2. Oh, baby! IQ went up by 3. Luck went up by 2. Maximum hit points up 17. That rocks! Maximum hit points, or psychic points, went up by 18. Jeff's level is now 32. Multiple of 4. Offense up 1. Oh, baby! Defense up 3. Speed up 2. Guts up 2. Vitality up 2. Oh, baby! IQ up 3. Luck up 2. Sweet! Maximum hit points went up by 24. Very good. Let's open the present. Guts capsule inside. I think probably let's just juice Ness. Ness is the physical damage doer to begin with. So, he's the one we really want. Uncorking critical hits. Alright, this is a pretty large cohort, and yet, we're gonna be fine. In fact, Paula's recovered a fair number of psychic points from her level up. So I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, alright, yeah, Noosemen don't love being set afire. So made it a rope. Ness wrestled free. Actually, boom. Nooseman tame. The Noosemen become tame, which means that they are not. They're in the normal part of the environment that has been corrupted by gigas. Is a tame noose man just a noose? Or is it actually just like a noose man, but, you know, non-aggressive? What's this? Secret herb. But we have too much stuff. Oh, but that sounds cool. Well, we know the egg is just going to hatch. And then we're just going to release the chicken in here. What does the secret herb do? Secret herb may revive a friend who's unconscious. And then also works on all the other things. And it works on paralysis or diamond. Paralysis or diamond diamonds. Ah, and then this party respawned. That's annoying. Especially because Paula got psychic point drained. Undermining the logic of being willing to use her psychic points in random battles right now. There are 2 Guardian Diggers left. I should not have had Ness attacking the Mad Duck. It's a waste of a Ness attack. If I get away with postponing healing Paula, which I definitely can for this fight. Alright, Paula should eat. Give her a double burger. Okay. The exit mice. Do we have a... There's a case to be made for recruiting exit mice. Mouse.
Please take my son along. He may look like a regular small mouse, but he can lead you to an exit if you're lost in a maze. Will you take one of my sons along? He's a tough boy. You can treat him as one of your items.
Boom. Because, like, maze is annoying to begin with. Once we found and defeated all the guardians, we just want to get out of the maze. Oh! Real frustrating. I guess Ness should just immediately... No, he shouldn't immediately heal himself, because what if he just gets re-poisoned? That'd be annoying. Then again, we'll be sad if Ness gets knocked in. But he won't. Okay. I really want to beat one more mole before I retreat here. I'm getting into this weird pose sometimes where we're going like this. Alert! Ness's condition is critical. He'll collapse if his condition isn't treated. Thanks for warning me, game. This is a game that's not gonna... It'll kill you with your poison. But it's not gonna treat you like a chump. And just let it happen because you weren't paying attention. Is the picnic lunch for everybody? No. Too much stuff? Well, we're carrying a bunch of bombs. Let's use a bomb. This is the duck quadrant of the cave, but ducks on their own are not intimidating anymore. I assume this is leading us to one of the Guardian Diggers. Yep. I'm truly the third strongest master of this hole. I'll demonstrate the power of being third to you. Or, this is going to turn out to go very bad for you, sir. Ness, you just defend. Freeze by 337. Excellent. Okay. She can do this once, and then I need to stop using Paula's psychic power. Or I guess I could give her a PSI caramel. But what if I need every single one of them much later in the game? Luck capsule. Well, I've persuaded myself. Let's give Paula a PSI caramel. And see if we can really get this done. It's only 20 people. Okay. So I should not be as concerned anyway. Luck. 34, 31, 33. Those are all close enough that I'm going to go with my juice the highest strategy. Ness's luck up 1. Platinum band inside. I think that's a hair item. Oh, it's an armband. All right. Paula is hardy. We have multiple items that we could sell now. Oh, the ducks are brave all of a sudden. This is reckless, but I would love... Well, no, it's not, because the ducks could wind up taking more of Paula's psychic points than she would spend if they did their googly eyes thing. And she still has enough to take out the remaining Guardian Digger when we find him, which I believe we will. How am I for time? I am on track. You know, with my narrative RPGs, I like to close a loop on a story segment. Do we have any space? No. You know what? Honestly, actually, it'll be disastrous if we take damage here. If we get poisoned here. Let's bust the bomb out. I should have used the bomb in the other one. Oh, it doesn't matter. It does just damage them both. It's not a very impressive thing. So, we should be more casual with our bomb throw. Yes, Paula. Yes, indeed. That was a great time for Paula to dodge, not getting poisoned. My gut tells me west and south. And then probably down there, but maybe over here. So let's check. one ant we will just physically beat until it becomes friendly. Damn it. Oh, good. I love how this... I mean, I understand the enemy's instinct to be like, oh, I bet that nerd has a lot of psychic power. Damn it. Alright, would have been more psychic point wise to not do it that way. But it's too late now. Paula doing a freeze to help us beat the ant would have been better. But hey, here we are. Ha ha ha. You fought the strongest master of this hole, the second strongest master of this hole, the fourth strongest master of this hole, and the weakest master of this hole. I'm truly the third strongest master of this hole. Now, you see the true advantage of being third. So it's not a signed dialogue. They might just say those things in the order you meet them. Guardian Digger tried. Shield Beta. Oh, that's great. We have planned for that. Boom. All right. Great. We won. Ness and his friends gained 5767 experience each. Ness level's 37. Maximum hit points up 3. Psych points up 1. Paul's level's now 33. Maximum HP up 1. Psych points up 1. The intermediary levels, they are what they are. We replenished the PSI caramel we used, and now we'll free up some inventory space by having the exit most take us home. The most found the way out. Wait for you to follow. Thanks, little buddy. See, this is definitely something to commemorate. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, say Fuzzy Pickles. Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. Wait, do I talk to the boss? No, the boss leaves once you solve his problem. He goes back outside. Uh-oh. Oh, Jeff, buddy. Do we have a wet towel? We don't. I'll help you in the morning, Jeff.
Got rid of the monster? Good job. Okay, from here on, just let me dig. You'll see. I'll find the buried gold. Before I start digging, I'm going to set a careful plan of action.
Right on, sir. We're gonna go get some sleep after I call my mom. Ness picked up the receiver.
Hello, Ness? What's wrong? You sound so sad. Are you homesick? Well, I knew there would be days like this. It must make you feel better, listening to your mom's sweet voice. So do you feel any better? Well, I'd better get going. I'm in the middle of my ironing. Bye.
Hey, at least she says bye. Ness got over being homesick because he remembered that his mom's kind of a jerk. Working through the night, Jeff fixed the broken laser. After being fixed, the broken laser became the laser gun. That checks out. Is that better than the Magnum? Is it an equipable weapon at all? Oh, Jeff, you should not be staying up all night while you have sunstroke. Wait, find out if it's equipable this way. Laser gun. Better. Sweet. Does it have any kind of cool thing that it says if we read the description? Laser gun. Jeff can equip this weapon. No. But alright, Jeff's better. And overnight. Has he done it? Boss? He's not even in here, is he? Something happens. La da 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 da. Recent pop singer who I have not listened to much of her music, Olivia Dean. I will say what I have heard is great. And Danielle had me learn her song Nice to Each Other on the guitar today so that she could sing it. And that's a good tune. Okay, where's our guy? What happens here? Do I have to find him and talk to him? Will he come meet me later? I don't remember. Ah, Jeff. Classic nerd behavior to just be like, guys, I have sunstroke again. Every few minutes as we walk through the desert. And here we are. Ah, of course. Can't stand in the street. In addition to being just one of the many ways in which the game occasionally is just like, no, come on, think about this a little. It's also mechanically necessary. Oh, but this is the wrong bus. 3 is going to cost $6 for the lottie. You want to go? No. Oh, okay, see ya. We didn't call... Oh, no. It's going to be a while before the next bus because you got to leave. The bus doesn't leave without you. You got to leave the screen to reset. We're going to head back to Fourside and see if immediately we get a call from our digger friend. He's clearly going to find the $1 million lump of gold. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. This week is going to be really busy because I got to finalize grades frantically on Monday. One class done, one class not done. But I'm going to get it done. And then I have to turn around and both. We have some important things to think about for the fall term. What's happening? Ah. Ness, greetings. I'm George, Gerardo Montague's brother. Gerardo is in his mine. We hasn't found any buried treasure yet. We did, however, find a diamond instead. Gerardo told me to give it to Ness. Here it is. Please take it. Paula got the diamond. Well, I gotta go. Busy working at the other mine. Busy, busy, busy. Is the diamond worth $1 million? I can't remember. Anyway, if you like kind of soulful throwback vibes, some poppy R&B inflected music, some of her songs, this Olivia Dean, are really going for like a late 80s feel, right down to the synth song tones and stuff. That's not quite the case with Nice to Each Other, but Nice to Each Other is such a good song, such a chill song with a really nice melody. She's a good singer. It's good. Worth checking out if you're into that kind of thing. I don't know if I've described it very well, but it's good. Mad Taxi. no. Ness is uncontrollably crying because of exhaust fumes. But you can't get worse. So maybe Ness can get a lucky shot off here. Nope. And if he, if it carried on, I could have just healing it alpha'd him. I think the crying stops. Yes. Where am I going? Oh, I wanted to go to the theater. Hopefully I never have to break down and ask the hint man. Or perhaps at some point I should just get a hint from him to use the system at all. Yeah, I want to buy a ticket. Can't carry anything, of course. The shop here is not open yet, so we don't have the... Well, we found out bombs are just mediocre. You shouldn't throw a bomb on the floor in a crowded theater. Oh, right, get the ticket. I like how it specifically tells you when Paula takes the ticket. If you did turn around and hand it to Paula, you gotta know that. But if that didn't happen at all, who cares? Ness says it. You don't need to be told that, you assumed.
So, you're a Runaway 5 fan, huh? What? Excuse me. No. This band owes me $1 million. If they break their contract, they'll be in deep doo-doo with the police. The police will probably say, hey, you guys, or something like that. Unless you're able to pay $1 million on their behalf. You'd have to find buried gold, or you would never be able to pay such a huge sum of money. Oh.
What about a diamond? I should also read the description of the diamond. Because maybe if it literally says, this must be worth $1 million, then we'll feel super confident. Big, beautiful, expensive looking gem. Let's try it.
Yay! That diamond? You're going to pay with that diamond? Okay, that's fine. I'll rip up this contract.
Rip.
Don't tell anyone about the diamond. Now the Runaway 5 are free. You should thank me. That diamond is worth maybe $50. So I gave you a bargain. Thump, thump, thump.
That's our heart racing.
We need lots of money.
There is a sixth guy when they're on stage, right? I guess he's just a touring member.
Sorry about being such troublemakers. We won't be so gullible anymore. Well, our fans are waiting, baby. Let's just do this one last show, then get out of here. All right, thanks again. Money, that's what I want. Money, that's what is hot. Money, that's what I want. Money, it's what we ain't got. Said freedom, freedom, freedom is what we really saw.
Okay, no, I'm not. Come. Yes, thank you, sir. There are limits to how many times I'm willing to read that dialogue line. Oh, right. We have to see the show. Of course. But this one just starts. You don't have to go hang out with them in the room first. Welcome to the final Runaway 5 performance at the Topola Theater. It's going to be a great show. We're so good it makes me think that those kids by the exit will wet their pants. Oh, this is one of the members of the band talking. Those kids a hit, baby. I assume there was an MC. Which guy is not actually in the band? The keyboardist. On the session and touring musician note, this is absolutely... I've recently gotten really into Garbage, the band, not the phenomenon of like stuff you don't want anymore. And oh hey, They're doing the same song, but they got a lady. And a new dance. So, oh, that's Venus. I bet. And then their bus drives right up on stage so they can leave. But they didn't even all get in. That's weird. So, what the hell was I just saying?
Oh, I can't see the Runaway 5 here anymore? I should dump this sorry excuse of a man and become a Runaway 5 groupie.
Ma'am, keep that to yourself. We're children. I heard Venus made an appearance at the Runaway 5 show. Missed her because I went to the bathroom. I'll hate bathrooms for the rest of my life. Oh, hi. Oh, I got into garbage recently. And so I've acquired their first 3 albums now, going chronologically. And I dig them. Like beyond the songs I already knew that I liked. Really like the albums. But a thing that blew my mind is that like I was listening, well, like the best garbage song, Push It, killer bass line, but like so many garbage songs just it's the bass line that's really driving the song. And then I looked into it, and they're officially a 4-piece. Butch Vig, the drummer, the 2 guitarists, I don't know what their names are, but 2 guitarists, and then Shirley Manson, of course. And the bass player is just one session musician who's also their touring bassist. And he's like anchoring so many of the songs. It's like, come on. Can we promote this guy? Last thing I'm going to check here. We're not going to try to go to Mr. Monotoli yet. Or whatever. We're not going to find out what happens next, whether it's going to see Monotoli or what. I was pretty sure the department store would be open, and now I know.
Would you like to buy tickets for the top of the theater?
No. Oh, I see. You're not a customer. Would you like to return something? Yes. Do you want to return? This is just a selling mechanic, I think. I think she won't be like, you didn't buy this here.
The silver bracelet. We can give you back $299. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Do you have anything else?
I think so. The Magnum Airgun.
We're very sorry, but we don't deal with...
Right, that's a hobbyist thing. We'll have to store it.
Somehow, I feel like the lights will get turned off in the department store. Guess it's just a Moses' sixth sense.
Okay. That was enough to remind me that there... I don't know if it happens now, but the department store does become a dungeon. I don't want to trigger a dungeon when I don't have time. So let's shut her down.
Ness, it's your dad. I deposited $22,411 into your bank account, taking away what you spent. You should now have $31,860 in the bank. Well, experience to get to the next level, Ness, 18,964. Paula, 11,126. Jeff, 246. Anyway, what do you need from me?
Please make a record of my deeds, Father.
All done. Your dear old dad was also thinking about hitting the hay for the night. Created a record of your adventure to this point. Good night. Sleep tight.
We're a great team, aren't we? Well, you should turn the power off instead of just pressing reset. All right? And we shall. Well, it'll be a little bit different. I will close the program. Yeah, that's a big moment for a young kid, for a pre-adolescent boy. Yeah. I always just had a set weekly allowance, and my parents were never looking to offer me the chance to like mow the lawn for extra money. And my friends' parents did do that kind of like, here's a stretch goal chore that we'll pay you for. And so my friends, like, when we were in that 12, 13 range, like my friends were buying their PlayStations getting ready to buy Final Fantasy VII. I had to sell like everything. My Super Nintendo, most of my games there. My Ness, I had to sell. We did a yard sale. I sold all my toys from my childhood. Saved up all my birthday money and stuff just to get the game and the PlayStation Final Fantasy VII. I would have loved the chance to do some extra chores or to go around the neighborhood just clobbering people with a baseball bat until they turned back to normal. If my father would have paid me to do that. Okay, we're done. This was a lot of fun. Like I said, hopefully I'll refine this new sit in the chair setup so that we have, something other than just a door behind me. But this was a nice first step. I think my body feels good. I'll find out. The big question is, are my hips super tight when I stand up? But we don't need to find that out together. I'll tell you later. If it comes to that. So where do we go from here? Tomorrow, we're back in that Maniac Mansion, baby. I got a feeling that if things go smoothly enough, even though I'm going to start over from scratch, but it doesn't take that long to get to where you are in an adventure game. I have a feeling I could beat it tomorrow. Or I could get hopelessly stuck. And if I beat it tomorrow, then I think I'll play it again with a different set of kids. If the first playthrough takes many weeks, then one playthrough is enough for me. But if I beat it tomorrow, hooray! So that's tomorrow. On Wednesday, barring unforeseen disaster, Greg and James beat 'em up. Still playing Battletoads 2020, but let's see if it wears out its welcome. I don't know. I mean, it is legit. It has a very legitimate claim to being the second best Battletoads game. Battletoads and Double Dragon, the Ultimate Team, for the Nintendo Entertainment System is better. I'm not even sure the Super Nintendo one, which doesn't quite feel as tight, just in the game feel, is better. It's certainly better than Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. I don't know about the arcade games. We haven't got to it yet. It's diverting. We'll see. It hasn't been a beat 'em up for a long time, which is a Battletoads trait. We'll see what happens. I mostly want to see if they'll put the Dark Queen back in her proper sexy outfit for the big climax. I'm not one of these weirdos about it. I'm not some sicko who wants to ogle the Dark Queen. It's a normal thing where I want to look at her and think, what if I dressed up like that? All right. Greg and James beat 'em up on Wednesday. Friday Night Frosthaven will be on Thursday this week as we try to finish off the Living Glacier scenario with our dear friend Sid, who joined us, and then really get into the spirit of the team by not being able to do Friday, but not realizing it and telling us until pretty late in the afternoon on Friday. Classic, everyone but me canceling on me strategy, which I don't say in any sort of bitterness. Sometimes it just be like that. Then these strawberry frames did not come together. There are more adjustments that I need to make to the coloring and stuff here beyond just figuring out a scanline gimmick. But I'll worry about that. And before you know it, it's going to be next Saturday. And as long as I'm not totally destroyed from a drag show the night before, we'll be back in Fourside. And maybe we'll meet Mr. Monotoli. Maybe something will happen in the department store. We've had a pretty strong hint that it will. And from there, well, there's no, one at Tucson, Threed, Fourside, Fiveopolis. There is no Fiveopolis. Other towns we go to will just have names. There's plenty more. The quest doesn't go one at Tucson, Threed, Fourside, done. We don't even have our fourth party member. We'll be back playing Earthbound. I'm having a great time with it. I hope you're having a great time watching. And I have more fun because you're all hanging out. So thanks for that. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when you get another dose of my flamboyant and intriguing disposition, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.